Last time on Tunic. So I think it's safe to say that I have translated it. If things are making sense, I swear if it's nothing, I'm gonna be mad. Howdy folks, welcome back to Tunic. After our brief excursion last time, we're straight back into it where we left off. Which was having entered this room, but now I know what the language means. GR, that says congratulations. The fact that that says congratulations does not help. I thought it was like a name or something. Does it all say congratulations? That says congratulations. That says, okay. So they all say congratulations. So, there's this. Now obviously this is the circle we're in, right? This golden man is where it says 28. So what's on 28? 28 is the map. And we have these two over here, which is 41 and then 32. So 41 is this place. This is the teleport room. Did we get the fox by going along here? Was this where we found it? On the invisible bridge? Hold on. 32. Hang on, before 32, we got the broom in the cave next to the ruin, the forest fortress, right? It was in the cave. So yes, over there. Okay. So does that mean that these are the locations of where they are? So page 40. What's on page 40? The light bridge that I didn't know how to deactivate in the cathedral. I cannot actually go to the cathedral because I haven't released the woman from prison yet, have I? I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. So, I mean, I could go around and get other ones. Maybe I should do as much as I can before page 53. It's that shiny box with the slime again. Or the windmill. Let's go to the windmill. Oh, is this a line puzzle? There are tears in the windmill. Okay, so how do I solve this? So a gap at the bottom is down. Gap on, okay. That make, yep. And the start point is there, and it goes around. So it's all the outside ones first, then it's all the inside ones. Okay. I think I need to do it faster than that. Okay, so down, left, left, up, up, right, right, left, down, right, up, down. Yay for note-taking. That isn't what I was expecting. Congratulations. I was expecting a fairy, if I'm honest. Why would wait, hang on, no, that wouldn't be a fairy, would I? I've been using the seeking spell. Okay. Wait, no, hang on. I thought this one down here was page 53. There are 2 page 53s. Dadoy. Okay, we'll move on to this one in a moment. First up, 51 to 1? 50... It's the water bit. Parry time. Parry time. Parry time. Parry time. Parry time. Parry time. Parry time? Parry. How do I... I don't know how to parry. But Aura's Gem apparently increases parry time. So, page 51. With page 1. I don't have page 1. I have page 2. So one of these is on the solution to this is on page 1. Okay. Page 39. The 4 skulls in the swamp. I also can't get there unless I go to the... Go and free the woman. Page 53. This, that's the... I've skipped right past it. This again. What does this mean? How... Sword plus fire wand plus... That's a bomb. This sword plus... Sword plus fire wand... Sword plus fire wand equals... Sword and fire wand. I can't... If I press both items at the same time, nothing's different. Sword plus fire wand. Flowers. That's how I get to this chest. Oh. What does this say? It says found an item. That's literally all it says. It says found an item. Not empty. Oh, right, yeah, okay, yeah, that's the Mr. Man. Right. So... can I look onto the chest? No, I can look onto this. That's still bomb. So... there's the chest up there. There must be a use case of this in which when I use the grabber, I pull myself towards the enemy, not pull the enemy towards me. That's the magic wand. That's not a sword and shield. Why would that be a sword and shield? I honestly saw that as a sword and shield. That's the magic wand, isn't it? Not the magic wand, the magic dagger. The freezy dagger. So, the dagger and the fire at the same time? Wait, what? Oh. I need a sword. If you use the magic wand at the same time as the magic dagger, you shoot ice instead of fire. Because normally the ice attack is normally like a close range thing. But if you use them at the same time, you can turn your ice attack into a long range attack. Oh my god. So there's this nonsense as well, right? I wonder if I've got all the pieces. I'm going to go off screen for a moment and collage the pieces I have together. This is what I have so far, so I think I'm missing a bit still. Well, let's move on then. If you're page 48. Final treasure. Okay, so we got to get all the fairies. Sure. Page 28 and page 34. Page 20... well, that's just back here. Page 34. The only thing that is the same on both of these pages are the musical notes. Because there's a musical note to the old house. Wait. I can do this now, can't I? That west, east, south, north, north, south, east, west, north, east, south, west, north, south, east, west. Darn it. Be free. Okay, so there's the wind chime. The telescope doesn't really tell me very much, does it? So the seeking spell is just going to find me fairies, and they're going somewhere already. Where would they be going to? Have I missed one? I'll find that out in a minute. Where would they be going? So... Okay, so... What's the musical symbol here? It's a single one. What's the solution here? Oh, I'm having horrible flashbacks right now. So, one of my favorite games ever is a game called Azuric Rise of Parathia. It's a launch title on the Xbox, the OG Xbox, back in 2001. In it, there is a crystal puzzle where you have... So it's an action combat game where you have a weapon and you can imbue the weapon with different elements. You can imbue it with the power of water, you can imbue it with the power of fire, etc, etc. And there is a puzzle in that game where there is a crystal that you have to make chime a specific set of sounds by hitting it with specific elements. This is giving me flashbacks to that puzzle. So I have to translate this music. I have to decipher where this tune actually even starts. Are these symbols... Is that one note or is that two notes? I really don't know music theory. Judging by how they're laid out, that's... They're two. There's a low note, then there's an up note. So it goes da da, that's up. And there's two here, that's the same. So if it's da da, that's right. Then it's up, then lower. So if it goes da da, that's down. And then this one behind my arm that you can't see is two on top of each other. So if it's two notes played at the same time, it's left. I don't know how well you can hear that, but there is definitely sets of two notes being played. Do up, do down, do right, do up, do down. Double left. Do up. Do down. Down left. Do right. Do down. Double left. Ding ding right. Do up. Up, down, right, up, down, left, right, down, left, right, up. Quick, fix the volume. Why is there an up arrow? What? Is that supposed to mean something? Why did I get a direction up? Please don't tell me there's... I'm going to, like, go across the world solving all of these puzzles, and then I'm going to get to the place where all of these things are, and it's going to be like, here's more directions for more puzzles. Layers of puzzles. Just layers upon layers of puzzle. Okay, so there's that. That's page 11. I think I can solve this one already. Any bombable flowers over here? No. So I stand here. And I input this. And that would be right, down, left, up, left, left, down, right, right, down, down. Swing! I got a cup of tea and some biscuits. I'm sure this must mean something, right? Has to mean something, surely. There must be logic and reason. Page 34. Wait, what? There's a sec. There's another one on page 34? The chicken, right? The... This. There's a chicken. There are chickens. What do I do with the chickens? This goddamn crab. There's a bird up there. Well, what would the bird be doing? Why the bird? You make sounds? You just... No? No, you just... Do I have to kill them all? It can't be right, can it? Oh, wait, hang on, there's an arrow there. Oh, right, there's a piece of land where I saw the glowy spider before. Which means I can't get this until I get the Zoop crown either. Whoopsie daisy! Well, he really didn't want to know, did he? Okay, so that means that's all of the things I can really do at the moment. Because I'm missing page 1, and I don't have the Zoop crown for a lot of these. So I guess for the time being, we just go back to doing Well, I can't do these either, can I? Because there's some of these I need the Zoop crown for. Well, I don't need page 1 for this, and I have page... Do I have... What is it? Page 55? Page 55. 54, 55. Right. Okay. So... What does this say? The Golden Path, the greatest spell. T-H-R, G-O-L, that line's L-D-N, Path. Okay, the greatest spell. That makes sense. What's all this? There's words here too. Blah. The top right one there has a bunch of... Oh no. Up there it says... What does that say? It says up... That says up, down, left... That's U, that's N. Under the M-U-N. Under the moon. The one on the other side says under the moon. Yeah, air. Contemplate this prayer. Under the moon, contemplate this prayer. Ignore the glow, by the way. That's a static image. That's not me on the editing software, so I can't move them. That's a saved image. Near an ancient tomb. Plundered for its... What the hell is that one? That's a B. B-L-D. What's... No, hang on. There's an A. B-L-E-Y-D, blade. Plundered for its blade. Under the moon, contemplate this prayer. Near an ancient tomb, plundered for its blade, lies a special place. And the code is... Up, down, le, right, up, down, le, right. Okay. Okay. So there are two places where I got the sword from. Which is the only real blade. Well, actually, technically there's 3 blades, right? So there's the sword you get at the beginning of the game next to the hero grave in the East Forest. There's the blade in the West Garden. And the comments said that was for speedrunning, which I wholeheartedly believe, but it's still odd that there is a blade there, right? That it could be referring to that. And the third blade, technically, is the magic dagger. It's a magical item, but it's called a dagger, which I got from a little cave also in the West Garden. So that might be that. I have all of the pages here. So let's just quickly go through all these and see if we can decipher what these are. Page 48 is this line. Page 11, that yellow line up there. Page 2, that's there's a yellow line in the candle, right? Yes. Page 6. There's a yellow line up there. Page 52. There's a golden path on the outline. I see it. Page 27. There's a golden bit on the map. Page 21. This one. Page 4. I see a yellow line in the picture there. But other than that, I don't see anything else, so I think it might be between the green beams of light, there's a yellow line. It's subtle, but there is one there. Page 50. What? I'm going to go to the door in the mountain. I'm not seeing anything. So if there's something there, I don't really know. Let's skip that one for the time being. Page 42. Is there a golden path here? I mean, in the background behind the boxes, there is a yellow blur. Might be it. Page 15. There is a yellow line in the background behind the boxes. There's one on page 16 as well. Is there a 16? There's a 16 right there. Okay, page 22. You know what? The visuals of this page look fairly odd, right? Because they're all like all the colors are sort of slid away from each other. But there is a yellow line. So that's something. Page 55 is this. I'm assuming this is where you start. And you start by going down. 31. See it. It's right there. Page 33. It's the line in the cloud. It's all coming together. Page 46. There's a line coming out of the book. Page 28. There's a gold bit down here. Page 9. Wait, hang on. This save file, right? It's the line. It's the line in the save file. How incredibly meta. Page 40. Oh no. So, that up there doesn't say paused, that says nap time. Do I have to translate all this? I bet I do, don't I? Okay, well let's leave that for the time being. So I need to solve 40. 18. Ooh, unless there's something in the translation, the banner itself is golden. It could just be one line straight across, right? Again, I'll have to... I'm going to collage all these together so I can see them. Page 34. There's a golden line across the map. I can see that. Page 16. Again, there's a yellow line in the background, same as 15. Page 12. Wait, no, we start at the bottom, right? We wouldn't start at page 55. That's interesting. I do see a little square around the lines over there. 39. There's a gold line around the top there. I can see that. And page 44. Oh no, wait, hang on. No, hang on. If you look very, very, very carefully, there is... It's subtle, but it is lighter around this image. So it kind of follows the line of the door, but then it continues here to the middle of the door. It goes up, and then up again. So I need to sort out page 40 and page 50. There's supposedly a gold line on page 50, but for the life of me I cannot see it. So I'm going to take a break, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a collage of all the different puzzle pieces, and I'm going to fill in these squares. What a glorious use of my time. Okie dokie, so after about 30-40 minutes, here's what I have. Here is the golden path. And here is the golden path. Now 9 is missing because that's the save file, so I can't really take a good screenshot of that. But I have... I think I've solved some of these other ones. So if we go to page 40 first, whoopsie daisy. So this one I wasn't really sure about, but there are lines here. There are lines here with the coffee stain over it, which makes it yellow. So I've put that in. Also, the page 51. Here, there are a faint trail of lines between these blocks. It's very subtle, it's very hard to follow, but there are actually two lines. The line here goes up and around there, and then there's another line that goes across and then straight up, which does actually kind of match up. So this is what that looks like. And with a line over it, it is that. It's very messy, I know, but that's what we got. And in case you wanted less clutter, ping. So I'm going to input this line standing in front of this door, and we're going to see if I'm correct. I think the first attempt I'll start from the bottom and work my way inwards. What is my prize? What is my prize? Hello? Ooh. Ooh. Hang on. There's nothing. Okay. So at the top of the world, there is another page. Ooh. What does this say? Take item. No? Hang on. Take page. That says take page, okay. Take page. No longer gobble gobble. Wow, really? Okay. Oh. Interesting. Dear player, you've come a long way, haven't you? You've Dear player, you've come a long way, haven't you? You've probably found a lot of secrets. Maybe you stumbled across the hidden trophy room. Maybe. Perhaps you've even freed every fairy. Not quite. We hope you've had fun, but there's at least one more thing for you to do. If this is your final page, you should pay a visit to a certain someone and share your wisdom. Thank you so much for playing. A bunch of signatures. Keep this letter. You never know when it will be useful. Do not dispose or eat of this document. There is a star. Wait. Page 51. 1. Page 51. Star. Submerge. Do I get submerged secrets? If I submerge this... What the fuck does that mean? Oh, of course. Oh, God. Please, no. No, please, no. What in the hell?